All right, so we are diving deep today into the major arcana.
Oh, yeah, getting right into it.
We've got a ton of fascinating material to unpack here.
We do. We really do. It's such a rich area.
It really is.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's maybe, just starting to explore tarot,
Hmm.
we're going to break down exactly what these 22 major arcana cards are all about.
Yeah. And why they matter, I think, is the important thing.
Exactly.
It's not just like, oh, these cards exist.
Right. It's not just some like mystical like parlor trick.
Right, exactly. It's not just fortune telling. These cards, they're like archetypes.
Yes.
They represent these universal experiences, these patterns that we all be through in life.
And it's so true, right?
Yeah.
Like when you look at the Fool, for example, card number 0.
The Fool, always a good place to start.
Right. Just starting the journey, and he's about to step off a cliff.
Yeah, literally right. He's just like, whoops.
But it's that leap of faith. It's that embracing the unknown.
Exactly. And that's something everyone can relate to, right?
Totally.
That feeling of, I'm starting something new, I'm taking a chance. That's the Fool.
It is, yeah. Or like the Empress. She's all about nurturing, abundance, creativity.
Oh, the Empress. She's a powerful one.
Right. And that resonates in so many different ways.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what's interesting is that you see these archetypes pop up everywhere.
Yes.
In myths, in stories, in our own lives.
Oh, 100%. Okay, so we're talking about 22 cards, right?
Yep.
From 0 to 21.
Correct. 22 major arcana cards.
Each with its own unique symbolism, its own meaning, its own kind of lesson to teach us.
Exactly. And learning how to interpret them, that's where the real magic happens, you know? It's like, how do these archetypes, how do these energies play out in your life?
It's so interesting you say that because one of the things our sources really emphasized was that this isn't about fortune telling.
Right.
It's about self-discovery.
Yes, exactly.
It's about gaining a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world.
100%. It's like holding up a mirror.
Yes.
To your own like inner landscape, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was struck by this phrase that I kept coming across. From the innocent fool to the complete world.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that like such a powerful way?
It really encapsulates the whole journey, doesn't it?
It does.
Mm.
Because you start with that innocence, that openness, that willingness to take a leap of faith, and then you go through all these experiences.
All the ups and downs, the highs, the lows.
Exactly. The triumphs, the challenges, the transformations.
And through it all, you're learning, you're growing, you're evolving.
You are. And eventually you reach a place of, completion, of wholeness.
Symbolized by the World card, the final card in the major arcana.
Exactly. And you know what? I even thought about this in terms of, some of the cards that we see in between, like the Strength card, for example.
Oh, the Strength card. Tell me about that.
It's so easy, I think, to look at that card and think, oh, it's about physical strength, but it's really not.
No, it's much deeper than that.
It's about inner strength, resilience, having the courage to face your fears, even when it's tough.
Yes. It's about taming that inner lion,
Exactly. And I think that's something we all need a little bit of, right? Especially as we navigate the ups and downs of life.
Oh, absolutely. We all have our own inner lions to tame.
We do. We do. And it's funny because as I was researching for this, I was trying to think about, like, which card do I feel most connected to right now?
Oh, that's a good question. What about you? What card are you feeling drawn to these days?
It's funny you should ask because I think I'm kind of in a Wheel of Fortune phase.
Oh, interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. So cycles, change, a little bit of fate thrown in there.
Yes, all of that. Because life feels like it's spinning pretty fast right now.
Yeah. I hear you. There's a lot of change happening, a lot of unknowns.
There is. And it's a little bit, unnerving at times, but also kind of exciting.
Oh, for sure. It's that bittersweet thing about change.
It is. And I think the Wheel of Fortune is reminding me that, like, what goes up must come down and vice versa.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance, that acceptance, even in the midst of all the ups and downs.
It is. How about you? Which card is calling to you?
I've been thinking about the Hermit lately.
The Hermit. Okay, tell me more.
I'm in a place where I'm craving a little more solitude, a little more introspection.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, just that need to, like, go inward, to reflect, to recharge.
Absolutely. And that's such a valid and important part of the journey, too.
It is. And the Hermit reminds us that sometimes we need to step away from the noise of the world to really connect with ourselves.
That's such a powerful message, and I think it's something we can all benefit from remembering,
Yeah.
Especially in today's world where everything's so fast-paced and overwhelming.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes we just need to retreat into our own inner caves for a little while.
Yes. We do, we do. And
Yeah.
maybe that's a good note to, kind of wrap up on.
I think so.
So, for everyone listening, if the major arcana represents life's journey, where do you feel like you are on your path right now?
What card are you drawn to?
And what can that teach you about yourself and the journey you're on?
Lots to ponder.
There really is.
Until next time.
Until next time.